Good evening. Welcome to Loud Poets. Please clap your hands, stamp your feet, and make some noise for your host and compere, Kevin Mclean.
Hello, and welcome to Loud Poets Inverness Slam! Oh yeah! That is the energy I normally like, but on a day like this, absolutely fucking require. It is hotter than the surface of the sun. I was talking to one of the slammers who was like, we're both from Edinburgh, and we were like, oh, at least it'll be nicer up north, a bit chiller, a bit cooler. What the fuck are you doing? This is insane. But yes, wonderful, lovely. Back in tropical Inverness. It seems to be like that every time we come up. But yes, we are back. We are back for another installment of the Loud Poets Slam series. Give me a little whoop if you... Yes, just keen to whoop. That's what I need. Give me a whoop if you have been to a slam before. Everybody's in. I love it. Give me a whoop if you're the one person who hasn't been to a slam before. Oh, no, there's more than expected. Good. They all also politely did a hand raise, which I love. They were like, I'm the one. Good. Well, whether you've been to like a million of them before, whether this is your very first one, we very, very, very much appreciate you coming along for this one, especially on such a beautiful day in Inverness. You could be outside not doing poems. But you've chosen this and we've sealed the doors and it's too late. So good. But yes, we are very, very excited. This Slam series, Slam, if you've never been, if you're one of those people, Slam is competitive poetry, which is dumb, but a lot of fun. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be assigning poems numerical scores in an almost entirely arbitrary fashion. But the purpose for it is we have a slam series. So we're Loud Poets. We're putting on slams all over Scotland and a couple in England. You've got to give them something to do. So we've been down doing that as well. We've had 9 heats so far, and this is the final one. This is the 10th heat of the Loud Poets Slam series. So the winner from this heat will join the other 9 winners with us August 9th at the Edinburgh International Book Festival for the Grand Slam final. It's going to be amazing. So what we've been doing is having these slams. What is a slam? If you've never been before, why is this man keep shouting a wrestling move at me? Basically, that's it. It's competitive poetry. We have a bunch of beautiful poets here. They are all going to come up to the mic and wow you with their poetic prowess. And they are going to be scored in each round. We have 3 rounds. We're going to go from, I think it's 10 poets, down to 6 poets, down to 3 poets, and down to 1 final champion. So they are being scored on the writing of their poem and the performance of their poem. But who makes that decision? Well, we brought in the professionals. We have our resident Loud Poets judge. She got a PhD, has to be put to use. She is the doctor. Give it up for Katie Ailes! PhD got her the judging gig. Poetry got her moonlighting as the door person. Our second judge, I'm so ecstatic to have. She's such an amazing poet, a wonderful person. She's one of our favorite people. She's a great representative of the Inverness poetry scene. Make some noise for Gill Shaw! And our third judge, who will also be fulfilling a very special role in the Poetry Slam, is someone who has competed in these slams. She is gigging all over the place. She's quickly becoming one of my favourite poets in the Scottish scene. Give it up for India de Bono! India was at the Grand Slam final last year, right? It was that last year. She has the experience necessary. She knows what it takes to make it all the way. So there's our 3 judges, excellent judges. They're going to do a great job. And as I was saying, India has a special extra role in the Poetry Slam because it can be hard doing Poetry Slams. Some of our poets maybe have done loads of slams. Some of them might be their first slam. Sometimes we get poets who it's their very first gig. Those people are insane, but they're welcome here. And so what we do It's very hard to be the first person up at the mic. So what we do is we have a sacrificial poet, a poet we throw onto the pyre of a cold crowd. And India is going to be that for us. But I am sure you guys are going to give it up from the very start for India, for all of our poets. It's going to be lovely. So that is our sacrificial. Those are our judges. Who are the poets? Well, I have a big list of them here. That's my job. So I am going to run down the list of poets and the order they're going to be reading in the first round. Inverness, we are going to do one big clap at the end. We were just in Bradford. They fucked it. You guys, you got to bring it, all right? It's a national pride matter. Okay, so we have Amara. Yes. Dean Sang, Edward, Emily Grace Briggs, Grace, Jomo, Myra Ross, Rachel Beatty, Tabby, and Tracy S. Rosenberg! Poets, did I miss anyone? Importantly, did I read anyone out who's like, I'm not doing a slam? Great, we're in good shape then. Can you imagine? Just like, and Dave! Yes, so those are our poets. Those are the judges. That's how it's all going to work. But what are they competing for? Well, they are competing for £200. Yeah. Not only that, the pride that comes with being the Inverness Slam Champ. That's a pretty cool title. But pride, money, that's all good. They also qualify for the Grand Slam final where they could win £3,000. I said thousand. £3,000 for poems. Mental. So yes, that's going to be wonderful. But the true prize, all the poets know it. The true prize isn't the money. It's not the respect of your peers or the pride of where you're from. It's holding aloft the Loud Poets Championship belt. That is the correct amount of awe and wonder. Is she not beautiful? Yes, she is. This whole thing is just so I can stare at a beautiful wrestling belt with my logo on it. Wonderful. Thanks for indulging me in that process. Guys, that's how it's all going to work. Poets, judges, belts, money, qualifiers, all that stuff. Isn't it wonderful? You don't need to worry about any of that. That's not your job. Your job is to give all the poets the love and support. It is a scary thing to do at poetry slams. One of the things that makes them so wonderful is you get a bit of everything. You can be laughing one moment, crying the next. There might be some big topics. There might be some silly topics, everything in between. You guys, I want you to give all your love, all the support to each and every poet that comes up, because it's a terrifying thing to do at the best of time, reading poems. Never mind when you're being scored for it. That's a terrible thing. Why do we do this to them? Someone has to. Creative Scotland demands it. But yes, so you guys just give the energy, give the love. It's a hot day. It's a hot room. But you guys, you got it in you. Have you got that, guys? You going to be up for this? Yeah! I thought you might be. Well, let's kick off with our incredible sacrificial poet. Please go wild for India de Bono!
Hello, as the wonderful Kev said, I competed in the Inverness Heat last year, and I thought I'd start off with a poem that I did in that, to bring a little full circle, because I'm poetic, you might say. So just a quick content warning, this poem covers topics of body dysmorphia and food, issues and eating disorders and things like that. So, and also like bullying and neurodivergence. So if you would like to step away, that is also fine, or you'd like to disengage, totally okay. In the meantime, this is Greed. I'm sorry you are made to feel like you are hard to love. that it was ever okay to mistreat you, that kindness towards you was impossible or some kind of deceit, some master plot the other kids created to conspire against you, that any time anyone showed you any decency, you'd scoff. You wrote it off the same way you rub out a whiteboard till it's as much a blank slate as the hole in your stomach you try so desperately to fill. Loneliness. Well, that gets caught in your throat, but the squares of chocolate you snuck out the cupboard never did. Line by line by line, till nothing was left but the empty wrapper and your still empty heart. You steal it into the bin, hope it also throws away the gnawing guilt, but still it's found and you're confronted with your failure shining in full fool's gold. They ask you, why? But you don't know. How could you know? You were only 6, 9, 12. You don't have the language for the feelings that creep into your body to explain that food makes you feel safe, except not that food. But yes, that food, just not that time or maybe in that way. You just feel sick when your parents put your best friend on lunch duty to make sure you don't throw anything away. Did you eat today? Yes, you did. Took the entire hour. No break for you. Not that it matters, because you're in a time where all your friends play espionage with you, only you're not spies together. They're looking to exploit any weaknesses in your governance. You get older. You don't grow out of your twisted relationship with food, though. It merely morphs unassisted into something sad. You cannot eat alone. At least in public. At home, you continue to devour into that never-ending pit, but in public, it's just a reminder that you don't have a friend to keep you company. It means your pals are always absentee, that you could never be somebody else's cup of tea, and you don't like tea. It's too thin, too weak, unlike you in the first half, just like you in the latter. You play ping pong with friend groups. You jump from bunch to bunch, but in the end, it doesn't matter because you always end up alone, eating lunch on your own. You get older. You never said a word to anyone because it would seem so absurd, because you have such a healthy appetite. It's not as if there are different types of disordered eating that exist. You order too much for takeout. You say it's for variety. You've always been indecisive. Don't worry, it's not anxiety. Spoiler alert, it is. Always scared you'll do too much or be too much. You've always been too much and you take up too much space and you feel like it's a waste. You try to make yourself smaller, cut yourself down into bite-sized portions by your tongue. While you're at it, contort yourself into origami distortions, try to be just enough for everyone. Don't worry, there's plenty of me to go around, just a piece of furniture to blend into your background. You don't need the spotlight on you, except you do, and you have, and you always will, but only when you want it, and you're scared. So you hand it off to somebody else. Except now you want it. Now you're ready for it. Now you want to scream for the heavens to hear you, because now you're okay with being too much. But you never were to begin with, because you are more than the words they ever called you, more than the box they tried to stuff you in so hard that you just climbed in there yourself, more than that eternal internal civil war between brain and body, stomach and soul, more than the food or the lack thereof, more than the love you shied away from when it was finally offered to you because you were convinced you weren't worthy of it. Because you were always more than worthy of it. Thank you so much.
We are going to have a more from India before each round. That is going to be a wonderful treat throughout the afternoon. But now it is time to kick off round 1. Inverness, are you ready? Then let's get started. We have Dean Sang on deck, but please help us welcome to the stage our poet kicking it off, Amara!
This is Yes, I Am Trans. What an abhorrent creature I must be, that there are those who would vilify and commit violent acts against me. Am I grotesque? That I should be caged away so that I may not be seen or in the light of day, thus making those in our society who are uncomfortable with the likes of me walking about free. Should I just sit down in a deafening silence and know my place and be remembered that I am a lonely, unforgivable being in the human race? Should I then turn the other cheek or walk away with head bowed down in shame so as not to show my face? What a world it is, that there are those who find themselves as both judge, punisher, and want to bestow upon the likes of me unimaginable tortures in the name of a deity. Why, I ask? Is it such a crime to shed an unwanted skin? A skin that bears heavily on my soul, ripping it apart from within like a virus out of control. To think that in me doing so should affect so many, when in truth my shedding of the skin does not harm them any. Do you question and hate the caterpillar for wanting to shed its skin? Do you squash and crush them in their cocoon so as not to offend you by transforming into a butterfly? Oh, you perfect Homo sapiens, you that hate and are against my brothers, sisters, and me. We all know and believe the root of your true problem lies in jealousy. And unlike us, you lack the ability or courage to be who you were really meant to be. Oh, I know you would call what I am saying a heresy. For each negative response, for each violent action committed against the likes of me, know that my roots are as strong and connected to my brothers and sisters like those of a tree, naked, invisible to the eye. No matter what hateful words you sputter, no matter what physical violence you bring upon us and beat us down into the gutter, we will rise again and again, for our roots are powerful and strong. We will keep standing no matter what is thrown at us, they, them. Me who is not she, me is he. Me who is not he, me is she. All a proud trans person who do not question what we believe to be. We will shout at the top of our lungs to be heard, bold and strong, and say, on this earth, we too belong.
We have Edward on deck, but joining us now, please keep that applause bell as we welcome Dean Sang.
Making his way into the ring, hailing from the Fylde coast, weighing 171 pounds, it's Dean. Against his opponent from Edinburgh Waverley, weighing 248 tons of steel, comes a colossus, a hulking, juddering Goliath. The champion laying claim to Carlisle, Oxenholme Lake District, Lancaster, Preston and more. A titan of the world. It's the 1048 Delayed Avanti West Coast. The following contest is set for boarding the train and scoring a seat without causing anyone grief. Without further ado, let's get ready to stumble. Oh, he's off. Our fringe contender making his way across the ring, where here comes the first bout. An unassuming man coming in hot, but Dean can't shift left, right, left, and bam. Ooh. An apology. And there he goes, causing a faff and another a misstep and a volley of apologies, landing like butterflies when he floats like a bee. His backpack, a meteor over this trembling city, blotting out the sun as it breaks the atmosphere of the platform 4 stairs. Truly the world's slowest traveling fist. But can the train dodge? It has no legs. Avanti fans think this match is rigged. This fist engorged on his back. It's only taken 8 excuse me's to reach the train. And oh my lord, he's rushing, pushing at the button to open the train door. What power! Just his thumb is enough for the train to expose its ribs, and he's done it. The seat is down for the count. 1, 2, 3. What was the seat reservation again? 38? Apologising all the way down the carriageway, courteous in his beatdown of the crowd. 28, such clumsy momentum. 30, never a simple journey. Never. 32, 34, until he's there. The glory. 36, the comfort of, but there's someone in his seat. This calls for the signature move. A one-way ticket to win, valid only at Preston at 1:45. Excuse me, the crowd are silent. I believe I've reserved this seat. It's a one-hit knockout. They vacate and he's won. He secures his title as the champion of the Your attention, please. The Avanti West Coast service to London Euston has been cancelled. This is due to a shortage of train crew. And the crowd goes wild! Everyone else leaves for the intermission, but for me, the round continues on.
We have Emily Grace Briggs on deck, but come to the stage now. Please give it up for Edward!
I think I was on that train. Okay, so this poem was written about, I was watching this wonderful poet on a YouTube video clip. I went to show my wife one evening and she didn't have the same reaction as I did. So I went back a bit despondent and wrote this poem. It's called Eye to Eye. I stand back and I show it to you. Look at this. It's amazing. It made me laugh, but I even choked at the poignant bits and I wait. Breath bated. I'm currently feeling unreasonably elated, anticipating your enthusiastic guffawing, words of encouragement. Oh my God, it's so funny, yet touching, and I wait. Our eyes meet, but you look confused, and your pupils are not sufficiently dilated, so to show you feel my highly emotional words, I am a touch frustrated, and still I wait. The penny will drop, neatly and succinctly into the slot, and we will be in unison. A joyous, amusing, revolutionary reunion. I thought that second line was hilarious. The linking of the words and the emotive connection in the second stanza. A word-tripping, adjective, superlative bonanza. A heart-wrenching disaster. Laced with typical British downtrodden humour. A snapshot of, I can relate to this in real life, drama. Look, it's observational, not boring old panorama. Of course, it's not a fantasy, but based on her real-life saga. But I don't say this. I just try to lower my deflated expectation and look solemn and knowing. And such outrageous sentiment will have me sleeping in the spare room. I'm disappointed. I wanted to share my exultation, the genius of this YouTube poetic sensation, revel in its glory, bask in its artistry, the creative arc and the sentimental refrain, something I can aspire to. A high level of word conflagration, the desired lyrical emancipation. I replay my favourite phrases around my mainframe engineer-addled brain. But it's fine. No, it's fine. Some days we share an experience, and it's like nothing else. Top-drawer entertainment, insane magnetism and hearts and mind rearrangement. And I realise it's not deceit or false praise that I seek, but truth and honesty. Someone said it was the best policy. This is why we are together. We thrive on individuality. On a low or at high. I am at peace, even if we don't always see eye to eye.
Everybody! On deck we have Grace, but come to the stage now. Keep that applause building for Emily Grace Briggs!
Someone has stolen my words again. That age-old crime of delinquents, the theft of a pen. They've taken my not heart, but the part just off to the right. The art of location would take a grammatician thrice, which I shan't conseguir in this linguistic vice because someone has stolen my words again. And I just want to lie on your floor, the nook to the right, so I won't bear witness to the door I'll use in 17 days. Knit me forever into this muted haze. I can't resolve this in 17 days. Someone's ignited my Lexus ablaze. I'll be the stains of dubious origins. I'll be the asbestos, the cat hair, the carcinogens. I'll be that corner where your bed won't quite fit. I'll be Ariel. But I don't want legs. I want to be a blanket. Word thief. Take your time to repay. I'll be busy overlooking the sexist persuasions of the top hit animated motion sensation, The Little Mermaid. To be illiterated by a rented carpet hardly seems a threatening forfeit. If I'm but a rent rug, I'll be one that you adore. I'm technically your first sublet, but had you imagined one so adept at starfishing for tax avoidance? Stretching is of great importance. Task, not tax. I've rented more time with you to be verbally poor. Yes, you heard me. I just want to lie on your floor. Knit yourself neatly on my wordless core. Someone has stolen my from before. Someone has stolen my thesaurus. shit, I can't say it anymore because someone has stolen my... I should confess. Word Snatcher, I'm rather impressed. You found the box of Scrabble shoveled deep under the tides, and all the little letters have these neat ejection sensors where in special measures they can scutter safely off to hide, but not with you, it all fell through. Besides, I'll now confide. There's ink of crosswords on my lashes, the piece I built with you. So let my disciples look for my breath, search for my late literacy hunt, and gather each fragmented part of me which I have scattered across your hips, as the lips of my spine on the floor will lisp. Yes, someone has stolen my rasp and hiss. Someone has stolen my words again. Someone's amplified the birds again. Someone committed a theft so absurd that I dare say I might let them do it again. Thank you.
We have Jomo on deck, but coming to the stage right now. Give it up for Gray!
Air. There was air, and with air comes sky. But where skies lay, soon lay dark. The dark crossed across every mist, every eye, every room, all left empty, while ears sought out sympathy. The babe screamed as her babe lay silent in a crib built for blessings where water rippled, licking the wounds of finality. There rang a hum of devastation where times ago chirps came to silence. A hubbub of chatter of minds erasing settled to less than a whisper. Beckoning a feel, such a feel may heal a listening wound, yearning for a mother, once an intertwined paradise, lays now only single breaths in synchrony. When all comes to it, embracing the cold feels cozy. The little time left of all breaths gets spent in the most them of ways. A caring mourn. Echoes in rhetoric, the song of a womb that has lost all future memory planned. The hum gets a little louder. A machine stops creaking to listen. Whistles float, caressing the concrete and the all in symmetry. Creeping ends advance toward distant closeness ringing out, changing and clearing the cares of destruction. Those who did seek did find a way. Away from knowing lay a secret to belonging. We are moved to move. Dust is blown off old talents, and the notes build, stacking an almost melody. As the cold approaches, last moments sing out. A sky looks down on the nothing physical. Chaos regains the rain. But in the final, what a beautiful piece. What a symphony. Thank you.
Myra is our poet on deck, but coming to the stage now, please make some noise for Jomo!
Smile. They won't know what's wrong if you just smile. That's it. Keep smiling. Avoiding the awkward questions, dodging the difficult answers. Balling up your emotions is just easier when you smile. So, you just gotta grit those pearly whites, follow me. It's easy. Nobody wants to remember your heartbreak. So go to a different place and you just smile. Honestly, I can't keep going on like this. It's like positivity is poisoning me. How are you? I'm good. Sounds great. See you later. Well, at least small talk distracts from the big feelings. Like, what's up? Not much. Just my guts are burning and I have to keep smiling even though it really fucking hurts. And, you know, the spinning rock keeps turning. So anyway, I think positivity is really killing me, and I just want to cry. When you're alone, it's fine. You can just cry. Asking yourself the awkward questions, searching your soul for the difficult answers, releasing those bottled up emotions. It's all easier when you just cry. Nobody's going to judge you for having a bad day. You can revel in your heartbreak. You can free your mask, let go of your fake face, and just cry. Thank you.
Rachel's on deck, but please help me welcome to the stage now, Myra Ross!
Hello everyone. I'm armed with a phone like I know what I'm doing. Today he told the story of a war that had begun. Someone breached his borders, he challenged them, and some he stood his ground and stared them down. The battle had been won, and I shed a tear, for the war had now begun. I sat him down and I spoke to him with all the pride I felt. Well done, son. Stay strong and be true to yourself. I told him how it mattered as we walk along our way to build and keep your borders, find your voice and have your say. I told him that the monsters I most fear coming for him hunt for easy prey where the boundaries lie thin. I told him all the reasons he should now stand big and tall, and I braced for the pain that would now come with his fall. I told him all the good news before I shared the bad. You've won the battle, son, but the other side, they're mad. Mad just showed them up, son, making them look weak, bitter as the taste of humility defeat. Mad they couldn't break down your boundaries, your wall. Mad they failed to make you submit, retreat or fall. Mad, but it's not just that, son, it's not all about you. This is now about what the others saw you do. The others, they were watching as you served up your no. The others, they were watching and you gave them quite the show. The others, they were watching and you showed them what to do when power tries to breach a boundary in you. You told them all the story of how the world could be if we could all say no, I'll decide for me. You told them all the story, and son, there's something more. The herd might now stampede and they'll need to bolt the door. They'll need to spin the story, son, and rein the whole herd in. This is how we do things, and rebellion is a sin. They'll beat you with the stick that they'll use to draw the line, and an example will be made of this loving boy of mine. Son, this was your victory, and it may be your fall. Lose some face, stent your pride, son, but don't lose it all. 'Cause son, when war is raging, the ego's raging too. War makes us lose sight of what matters most to you. War can blur your vision, son, and harden up your heart. War destroys lives, son. War tears us apart. War, and no one wins it. War ends in defeat. War is just destruction, and time, son. Both sides meet. Meet to build a peace, son. Meet to now move on. Both met with defeat, son. It's a war and no one won. In time, someone will climb down and someone will give ground. A truce will be called and a compromise will be found. Peace, however fragile, peace amid the loss. Peace is made by leaders, son, and war by I'm the boss. Choose your battles wisely, the wise avoid the war. The war might take away all that you were fighting for.
We have Tabby on deck, but making their way to the stage. Make some noise for Rachel Beatty!
This is about HIV. I'm just a virus. My only purpose is to survive. And to survive, I need to spread, I need a host, and to move to another and onwards. I don't understand what I do to my host. I don't know the effect I cause. I don't understand how much you need your immune system. I don't know that without that protection, you're vulnerable to other viruses and illnesses and cancers. I just have one mission: to survive. How could I know that I would affect one minority of humans more than others? And I certainly didn't know how hard your life was already. I could never have predicted how badly other humans would treat you. That fear would cause people to be so hateful, that they would lock you away to die alone. I couldn't know you would be demonized, your lifestyle blamed, that other people would think you deserved what you got. I'm just trying to survive. Eventually, humans fought back. Treatment would help you live longer, maybe and keep you alive till something else took you. But the stigma you carried stayed with you. Being positive, no longer a death sentence, was definitely still a negative. Jobs, housing, insurance, finance, all near impossible to get. Families turning their backs on people they're supposed to love unconditionally. Friends faded away. But I stayed. Over time, medicine improved even further. Now there's a treatment that keeps me at bay. I can no longer spread from you. There are drugs that stop me infecting new hosts. Even if I get in, I can't thrive. But don't forget about me, because some people don't know I'm in there, inside them, and they don't take the meds. Some don't even take precautions to keep me out. I may not kill you, but I could still make your life hell. So don't forget about me, because I survive. Thank you.
Tracy is our poet on deck, but our penultimate poet coming to the stage, go wild for Tammy!
I wore my hair up, firmly tidied with a brush and styled like my hopes, praying it won't be crushed or rained on the second I step outside. I couldn't decide between perfume or cologne, so I thought, fuck it. I'll smell manly on the left and girly on the right. And bet over the course of the night he won't switch sides or be overwhelmed or see through the obvious lies I tell about being normal. With time and work, I can still be fabulous, even though it feels a lot more difficult than it used to. I wore my hair up to appear together with less effort, as close to matronly as is sexy for me so I can administer the crazy gradually. Micro-dosing the mental so he can build an immunity. I'm starting to hate being an age where you have to choose to put on a face. Your natural glow diminished embers when I don't know how to smolder. Soothe and smooth with creams and lotions and serums and pomades and miracle oils, and why not slap some makeup on too, because you don't look good enough without it. So I wore my hair up. They say it makes you look younger. I wore my hair up like it was my walls, kept out my eyes, clear line of sight. The gates are raised because this space is fortified. Invasions cost lives. Lither, aliver bodies belie the trials of time, equipped to survive outside the lines I hide behind. An unwell mind causes sore eyes. I looked in the mirror to make sure. I wore my hair up to stay safe and uptight. And then, if comfort comes around, maybe I can let it down.
We have one final poet in the first round. Please go absolutely wild for Tracy S. Rosenberg!
Forest. He's stumbling up an unfamiliar path. His body sways, still too light. He craves food, but his tongue tests every morsel for a sliver of glass. He reminds himself to breathe. Steady, count, hold, release. His mind outraces him. The hills in this place lurch at odd angles. Hidden birds eye him, this stranger, invader. He's taut, compact, always a little dizzy. His foot lands too hard. There's a flutter of panicked wings. He cringes behind a tree. The sky darkens through branches, splayed like his fingers as a child when he tried to hold back sleep. At the threshold of his tent, he sits cross-legged, sipping coffee. No glass melts down his throat. Glitter is tossed in handfuls across the sky, and the birds are all safe in their nests. He sets the mug inside the tent, knowing he will never drink from it again, and zips the flap closed. He curls up on the ground, quivering. The wind tousles his hair, and the dirt smells lightly of chestnuts. He reminds himself to breathe, and he waits for the next bomb to fall.
God, can we just get a huge round of applause for all of our first round slammers? Damn. If anyone ever wonders why I host the shows instead of judging, that's why. No thank you. Sorry, judges. I always apologize halfway through because I daren't tell them beforehand how difficult it's going to be. I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. You just give it a score. That was crazy. What a first round, guys. Amazing. It is the bittersweet thing of poetry slams. I love slams so much because you get a bunch of poets, 10 poets, rapid fire, so many different styles, so many different subjects, so many different genres, so many different backgrounds and voices. Fucking incredible. And then you have to go, and now 6. And that is so awful. I know this is our 3rd year of running these slam series, and every heat we've done, it is literally fractions of points between, not making it and making it into the second round. Pretty much between the person who is last, if that's even a thing you can apply, and the number 6 getting through is like 2 points. It comes down to nothing. So poets, please, if you don't get through the second round, do not be disheartened. I think everyone will agree with me, right, that anyone could get through that second round. Damn. The truth about poetry slams is a wonderful opportunity to get exactly that breadth and depth of poetry, all those different subjects, all those different voices, and we are going to have more and more of it. But for now, before I burst and turn into a puddle, we are going to take a little break because we have some math to do. Poet plus math, you can imagine how that works out. So we're going to make sure this is the biggest bet. We're going to get it right. We're going to tot up all the scores. When we come back, we will announce the 6 that are through to the second round. So for now, we're going to take 15-20 minute break, have a drink, get some air, tell a poet you liked their stuff. But for now, we will see you in the second half.
Welcome back to the second half of Loud Poets. Please clap your hands, stamp your feet, and make some noise for your host and compere, Kevin Mclean.
Hello. Welcome to the second half of the Loud Poets Inverness Slam! It's one of those weird moments where a lot of the shows I interrupt people, but you had all went, well, look at Kev for the next couple of minutes. See what he does. Cool. That really ruined my mystique. That laugh that was because you think you have mystique. You're sweating to death in shorts, Kev. Yes, no. Welcome back to the second half. Thank you all for coming back. Some serious math was going on. Did everyone manage to get a refreshing beverage? Good. Did everyone go outside and go, fuck, Good, that's mandatory. Yes, just want to say, I was speaking to the judges in the interval. Again, they say the same thing all the time. They're like, oh my God, that was so hard. Fractions of points, all that stuff. And again, specifically we're talking, and maybe this one especially, was such a range of styles. And I think when you get into that idea of is a poem one thing, right? Whereas poems are so different in style, not just subject, but when you get into stylistically what poems are approached. And this had such a range of that in that first round. It makes it so hard for the judges to assign because it's not, apples for apples. It's apples for cabinet, which is not, even the fucking fruit. I'm fine, guys. It's all going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Yes. So, again, it's just that thing of poets. If you're not in the second round, please do not take it too hardly. Can we just one last round of applause for all of our first round slammers? But slam's a fucking blood sport, and there can only be 6. So yes, that is what we're going to do. I'm going to read out the 6 who are through to the second round. I'm going to read them out in the order that they will be reading. It's nothing to do with scores. It's just the reverse order of the first round. So let's cheer after all of them. It's a lovely sunny day. It's like the last day of term. That's the vibe I'm getting. I'm about to wheel out an ancient TV set, and we'll just fuck it off. Guys, your second round poems are Tracy S. Rosenberg, Tabby, Myra Ross, Grace, Emily Grace Briggs, and Dean Sang. Those are your 6 poets. We are going to get stuck into the second round, but as they have all spent the interval convincing themselves that they wouldn't be in the second round, I'm going to get... Oh, the inner psyche of the poet is my playground, Tracy. We are going to... That's one Mark's going to clip and send me later. We are going to jump right into our... No, we're not going to jump into our sacrificial poet. We are going to jump in... Mark, do you want to host? We are going to jump into the second round by kicking things off with our sacrificial poet. Please give it up for India de Bono!
The heat does funny things to our brain. Thank you so much. This second poem, I'm doing a Fringe show. Come talk to me. Come talk to me about it. I'm not going to proselytize. I can talk. I never claimed that I could talk. I'm not going to take up too much space, but come talk to me about it. There are some flyers at the back. So the first poem was also from it. This is Yellow. I craved colour like it was happiness. Happiness like it was my favourite meal, and food became good news, and good news was like poetry, and poetry, well, poetry became connection. Fingers could never touch, but our hearts met in the middle of an ocean to split the difference in distance, and continental continuance crossed dominions and languages and COVID restrictions, and I clung to yellow. Bathing myself in rays filtered through the window, I clung to yellow, dressing myself in daydream whispers. I clung to yellow, painting my eyelids with sunset kisses. I clung to yellow, distilling sunshine to drink with gin. I clung to yellow like it was the only form of joy that could win in this ever-darkening world. I clung to yellow like I was a little girl again, eyes full of childhood wonder. I clung to yellow, wishing on stars that would twinkle with thunder. I clung to yellow, ringing daisy chains to ring round my hat. I clung to yellow like it was a lover who could love me back. And for a while, I thought he did. I craved colour, and he provided a digital palette for me to paint my heart by numbers, but he loved in binary. And while I was okay with some shades of base too, he only wanted black and white. Well, I wanted yellow. Thank you so much.
Amazing stuff. We are going to have at least one more. We have one more, not at least. Freak India out. We have like 4 or 5, right? You're going to kill time later, India. We're going to have one more performance from India in a little while. But please do, if you are going to be in Edinburgh for the Fringe, please check out India's show. There are flyers up the back. Absolutely grab one. If anyone is going to be in town for the Fringe and you want to know what spoken word's going on, hit us up. There are some amazing spoken word shows going on. We will absolutely point you in the right direction. Yeah, so or you could sign up for our newsletter. A little birdie told me. The special one about the Fringe soon. Smooth. Guys, we are going to kick on the second round. Are you ready for the second round? Fuck yeah, then I will fuck about no longer, please. We have Tabby on deck, but kicking us off, go wild for Tracy S. Rosenberg.
I wanted to see a war. There's a photo I saw on a news website. 2 people are lying on the ground near a stack of wooden pallets and a pile of bricks. They're curled towards each other, almost facing. I can't tell from the photograph what they mean to each other. Maybe he fought to protect her and died in rage at his failure. Maybe they were strangers, unlucky in the same place. The woman's hands are tied behind her back with a white cloth. Her fingers are bent over her palms. Her fingernails are blue. I want to know why your ex-girlfriend cheers the dictator who demolished your city. I want to understand how she still thinks he's the good guy even after he tattooed her body with shrapnel scars and starved you down 15 kilos. I want to know why you loved her, but you won't love me, and why I feel compelled to walk into your country at war 3 years after you walked out. I don't understand why it's not enough to be a compassionate spectator in a rubber bracelet, why I need to step off a train and be in this place. Air raid sirens screaming through the night, town square memorials with new faces added every day, flags, and so much glory. Every other ex-soldier I see has a metal pole where half his leg used to be. I want to bind my wrists with shreds of white cloth and apologize for not knowing what it means to starve. I want to stand in that place near the pallets and bricks and know those 2 people were buried respectfully, together, if that's what they would have wanted, not dumped in a mass grave outside a tall white church. I want you to know how grateful I am that you weren't left to die. I want to know what any of this agony is for. I want to understand why I want to see this war.
Our poet on deck is Myra Ross, but coming to the stage now, go absolutely wild for Tommy!
1, 2. Yeah, great. So this one comes with a content warning for body dysmorphia and fat phobia, and there's a couple of references to doing the game over as well. Dear fat man who remembers doing handstands, swimming pools, and getting shirtless for a tan, but won't follow the diet plan, is it worth it? If the calories aren't empty when they're filled with pleasure, then why do you feel so weathered? Do you remember the lies? That you'd put a bullet between your eyes before you got to even half this size? Do you remember not holding your drink? How it felt great because you were a cheap date and a hot mess, not a fat state. There was more to life than cake and the doctor could diagnose you without mentioning, wait, is it worth it? When you take the medication that keeps you alive but killed the gap between your thighs, is it worth it? In a bar, when some guy lollops over with leering 2 a.m. eyes and smirks in surprise, then grabs and wobbles your thigh and says, yeah, you were fit when you were thin. Fancy it? And you politely decline. He says, you'll never get another offer as good as me. At least I can see my knees. Aren't you worried about sleep apnea? You're like 90% grease. Is it worth it? When you said you wanted someone to love you for you and not care about muffin tops and man boobs so you could know their love is true and finally let down your updo, did you know it would be so rough? Your first chance in years of romantic love marred by never feeling sexy enough, is it worth it? Did you ever think you'd miss the homophobic abuse? That brightly coloured tranny homo who knew the way to break barriers is go through, and you could go out without being compared to a cow because the abuse is fat phobic now and it feels worse somehow. Do you remember feeling sated? Like you'd had enough? Your hunger, enough. Your wardrobe, enough. Your appearance, enough. Your smile, enough. Your eyes, enough. Your thighs, enough. You will never be enough because you are already too much. Dear fat man who misgenders himself when the mirror is more than he can stand and feels less dignified than a bedpan. Did you ever think you'd hate your chubby, gross hands? is it worth it?
Our poet on deck is Grace, but please put your hands together, give all the love as we welcome to the stage, Myra Ross!
This is called The Others. Maslow built a tower. He built it 5 feet tall. The people would aspire to meet those needs, to meet them all, to reach up on the journey from the cradle to the grave. The highest feats, it seemed, were for the lucky and the brave. The highest bar, the top tier level, reaching 4 or more, were reached in main by those who were kept safe and secure upon life's shore. Were never cast out to life's sea adrift, unloved, alone, abused or blamed for sins for which they must atone. The others, they aspired to be just safe and fed and warm, connected to some other souls and held against life's storm. For many, they would struggle through to live more than to be. The others and their struggle were forever calling me. Calling me, come dry my tears, come pull me back to shore, bidding me to witness their wounds and scars and more. Crying out in some way I heard deep down in my soul, beseeching me, try harder, help us please, then help some more. Bear witness to our injury, find balm to soothe our cuts, see us, validate, narrate the shell which held our nut. Paint the picture with your words so the 4s and 5s might see that choice was never gifted, the others were not free. Poverty would be the glass in which I wrote my tale, restricted to survival, it's deadly should you fail. To earn, to steal, to get enough, to keep the wolf from the door, concerned with warm and safe and fed, we do not strive for more. Some others battle, live at war, cannot sleep safe in bed. They battle with the monster in their home or in their head. Either way, the scared are living, running on their wits. And safe at risk those others have no cares where growth may sit. Growth lies in unravelling those truths we thought we knew. The stories told to me, my friend, and the stories told to you. Growth, somewhat like boundaries, exists where safety's found, the luxury of those well loved, where choice and safe abound.
We have Emily Grace Briggs on deck, but coming to the stage now, please help me welcome back Grace!
A content warning for those with religious trauma. Everlife, are you worth investing my heart into? Can you free me from my prison, whisk me away to an unknown place inside of me? Where hearts beat freely, no pattern. Do I meet on your terms in the mirror where I gaze to reflect my mortal morality? You say that Everlife exists, but where? Perhaps we see too far. You lie closer. Can you see deep down beauty worn ugly and costly choices that paved my life? Did you mean my suffer? Was it for better or for worse when I longed for mercy? You say the shine of diamond, golden truth will cover the grit of starving youth, while hosts of visions disturb my slumber with walls built high for those in hunger. The dulled down version of love for all is spread to those not as loved by the petty by your kind order? Did we excuse the mortal burning desire and confuse the motive that comes from higher? Or do you make innocent people who strike and knock those with no predisposition to hope, or those who don't like? Is that for your comfort, or the communal eye of those who think with no senses? Do you see the deeds of deception every day spoken that I wring from my conscience daily? Or do you cause ever life? Did I twist my story to align your love with belonging? Or was I longing to dream of a listening ear? Were my fears caging ideas that were woven in my genes? And were you ever life a whisper of a long ago promise for those with no means? Do blank slates of life know the truths that with your knife the undoing of webs of lies will cascade the current to wash away the sea of blame? Do your whims beam down a love betwixt the pain? Will my death mean more when I see ever every day? Do I sacrifice my moral meaning to make my comfort a priority? Do you wish upon us an eternal, where we beat no more, no morsel? You say free will wander, stay close, stay obedient. Ever life you push, but I push back. Ever life, never more. Thank you.
We have Dean Sang on deck, but our penultimate poet in the second round. Make some noise for Emily Grace Spring!
Why can't the world be more like my feet? My toes and my hips sport equal treatment, because it's never questioned my toes should eat. The tears of my hips splash and greet at my feet. And my soles, how they dance in the puddles of tears, of fears from years and years of ears, posting messages through canals down to my navel, saying Henry VIII would look slim at this table. The fable unnamed but told right from the cradle that when you grow up, you'll forge new space, just here, for you to compete with your mother over who seems less hungry today. And your shoes will just waltz themselves right out the way. La-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee, the village squares are mine. La-dee-dee-dum, Viennese waltz chains these hips of mine. I like to talk with my toes. They're tarsals with noses in every single pie they please. The self-love skeletal champs, same therapist as Achilles. Mini sofas just for them, watching Netflix with a king's ease. My toes can make you laugh. These girls can't do that. They get to attach their learned fools. In a world where hips don't get to be feet, how can you say that you like us and be saying what you mean? But these guys, their boyfriends can call them ugly, and they won't even cry. La-dee-dee-dum-dee, one Easter Sunday. They giggle. All the same, it's their grimace of pain, because the only thing worse than this body's square frame is a body that has the cheek to complain. They're lame. These girls' poems about what they can't attain, draining each duct of the factory-framed, tactfully tamed complaint generator of tedious disdain. But you are stronger than them. If you let the world hurt you, you let the world win. Come on in, world. Why don't you just get into my skin? There's plenty of it. Come on in. May your decorative selectiveness wither my brain thin. Oh, my days, a thin brain. How stylish. I want to cut my stomach in half, but Cassiopeia doesn't cry. I want to rattle my obsessions and squeeze out my confessions and cry and cry and cry and cry. Jupiter, take me from these pensive walls to my precious, precious sky. I wouldn't need my feet to fly. Thank you.
We have one final poet in the second round. Please, there's a Ruth for Dean Sang.
Next up, auction item number 4, a Saturday with no social obligation, whether it's rainy, cold, grey. We'll start the bidding at 1 o'clock, any for one. We have shopping for pasta, shopping for apple, shopping detergent, dental floss, yogurt, protein. We have a trolley, we have bags, and we have bidders. Now we got a 1, can we get a 2? Anyone for 2? We have carry it home. Carry your shopping, carry it home. Traffic, stopping, starting, carry it home. Now all of your ducks in a row. All of your ducks in a row. In a row, not one, all of them in a row. That's not a row, that's a column. Your ducks are in a column. Is this the fucking Guardian? Now we got a 2, can we get a 3? We have clean out the toilets, mopping the floor, doing the dishes, clean out the toilet, mopping the floor, looking at the same tree you've always seen in the 5 years that you've lived here, and remembering this place, you'll only live for 70 to 80 years on this planet before we die, vanish and perish, the universe stops, and for all eternity there is nothing, actual nothing. Oh my God, where are the ducks? Now we got a 4, bit of 4, can we get a 5, bit of 5? We have cooking a meal. Calling your mum while you're cooking a meal. Chopping an onion while talking to mum. Chopping an onion poorly while talking to mum. Chopping an onion and finding it's actually moldy so you get a new one while talking to mum. Chopping this one and nearly cutting your thumb. Mum, peppers cook, mum, clean, mum, remember recycling. Mum, serve ready your meal. Goodbye to your mum and she's going once, going twice, and we have a 6. Cleaning, chilling, learning, call the insurance, reading, writing, musing, pay the electric, planning, bathing, shaving, dentist appointment, stretching, running, lifting, sorting the flights up, booking a hotel, hopefully giving the updates to your mate, your partner's kid, and at this point, the ducks are just a row, they are a grid. And they are chanting 7, bitter, 7, quack, bitter, 7, bitter, 8. And we have stress, we have fear and failure, that tension and building and burnout and yearning and ducks. We got a bit of 8, do we got a bit of 9, bit of 9, bit of 9, bit of 9, 1 for 9, bit of 9. We have news of Ukraine, AI, reform, AI, ICE, Gaza, AI is bidding for everything, AI is bidding for everything. Okay, we got a 9. Can we get a 10? Bit of 10, gotta get a 9. Can I get a 10? Bit of 10, bit of 10, please. Give me a bit of 10. I need a bit of 10. Can I get anyone? This can't be how I go to bed. I need more. To feel alive. The movements. The bids. A pleasure to be in demand and taken so keenly. Because the longer the auction, the higher the worth, right? Any for 10. Bit of 10. Going once. Anyone? Bit of 10, bit of 10. Can we get a 10 going, please, twice? We have a breath, and a book, and a night, and a reel from a friend, and a text. And tomorrow, we have tomorrow, and the warmth of a bed, going once, going twice. Sold. Next up, auction item number 5, a Sunday with no social obligation. Weather is warm, low winds, humid. We'll start the bidding at 1 o'clock, any for 1.
Everybody! The answer to the question, what if my anxiety became a poet? Good times. Guys, an absolutely incredible second round. Give me a big round of applause for all your second round poets. So I made quite a big deal out of round 1 being hard. The brain just gets harder. Yes, that is incredible stuff. While the math is being done, we're Loud Poets. We got to throw a little extra Loud Poets sprinkle of magic on top of a slam. It's not enough to make them just simply compete. No. We have to throw in surprise hurdles. And what a beautiful hurdle we have. Please give it up for Mr. Jack Higgs! I realized I called him a hurdle and then I left it too long before explaining what he really is. So there is a moment where some people who don't know what's happening are like, are we going to have to leapfrog this man while doing a poem? And I kind of think that'd be better than what we have planned. Yeah. And so Jack is our beautiful musician. Jack has been with us since, for fucking ever, Jack, right? We were young once, man. Not anymore. Jack is worked with hundreds, if not thousands, of poets playing alongside them. It is a unique skill, the underrated skill. And so what we're going to do is in the third round, our 3 poets that are through will have musical accompaniment from Jack. But obviously we don't know if 3 poets are through. So they're going to have to kind of make that up as they go, which is terrifying, but works out really well, I promise. So the best way to do it, we've discovered of years of playing with Jack, is that if you give him sort of 3 words, he can kind of get a vibe. And contradictorily, the more sort of surreal those words are, the better he gets. So like, you could say like, romantic love poem, or you could say like, popcorn disco love. Yeah. Or you could say tornado mushroom cloud. I'm fine. Yeah. Dean, give me a word.
Potato.
Tabby, give me a word. Mind blank. Grace, give me a word. Curtain, mind blank, potato, Jack. Make that magic happen. That's the potato bit. We all knew that was the potato bit. Somehow. That's the, yeah. Flowy curtain at the end. I think we all got that, right? Jack, thanks, everybody. This is maybe not the best example, throwing random words at Jack. So what we thought we would do to give a bit of an example how it works is for one last time we're going to have our sacrificial back up. She's going to give Jack 3 words. They're going to jump into it and we will see how it is done. So please help me welcome back to the stage, India de Bono!
Hello, thank you so much. Okay, so let's go bittersweet, soft, determined. Cool. This is Do Not Love Me in the Dark. I am tired of being loved with the lights off. All fumbling fingers as we stumble into bed, greedy kisses that grasp at each other in the lamplight, looking for a way to stop the drowning as if you might find it in their throat. Wishes breathe like sweet nothings in the dead of night, when you think they're asleep and you understand Plato's humans so fully for the first time. Because my limbs are yours, and yours are mine, and this heartbeat is ours. Those moments are precious, yes, but I have been loved in the dark too long. So instead, will you love me during the day? When the sunlight turns my cheeks to strawberries and my face is as potholed as council roads when I left my stick at home because it was a good day, until suddenly it wasn't, and each of Glasgow's hills turns mountain, each step insurmountable as a marathon. Will you lace my arm in yours without me having to beg? Stop each time it becomes too much for me to bear. Reassure me when I apologize for being difficult. Tell me there are no moles here. Will you sit with me? Whether it be in comforting silence or else a constant ramble, weaving my daisy-chained thoughts into flower crowns and making sense of my babble. Will you love me in the cold glow of the bathroom? When I throw up for the 3rd time in 3 hours. First, last night's dinner that you labored over and proudly served to me with a smile, knowing that mine is better, but I was too exhausted to cook yet again. But morning comes, and with it that admission of love, and in bed, so while I tumble to the toilet, you strip the sheet. Second, the diluting juice you fed me, holding the cup because I'm too weak to lift it, but it comes again in a vision of pink phlegm. The 3rd time, well, that's all pure bile. I can't keep anything down. Will you still love me then? Go to the shops to get me a cola. Know me well enough to know that I can't tell the difference stone cold sober between Pepsi and Coke, but in my vomit-induced haze, only the latter will settle my stomach, and I would rather die than drink Diet or Zero. Would you go to a second if that's all that they had in the first? Will you love me in the timelessness of hospital fluorescence, as yet another phlebotomist attempts to draw blood from my stone skin and pierce the veins etched in invisible ink? Will you rub your thumb in circles across my knuckles to calm me? Will you let me squeeze your palm so tightly the blood is drawn from the both of us? Let me put the plaster on you and you on me as we kiss away our injuries. Will you love me in the morning, with the sunlight creaking through the cracks of the floorboards and peeking through the gaps of the curtains, illuminating my bedhead like a messy halo? Let me wipe away the cowlick and the sleep from your eyes, my dear. I want to kiss you with morning breath and mint-tinged tongue. Will you still love me when I collapse walking back to the bedroom? When half of my body stops working, my eyes go blurry, can't walk, can't talk, my speech goes slurry? Will you punch out painkillers for me, line them up like prayers of poetry? Will you anoint me with wintergreen, rub deep heat into the crevices places I can't reach, even though the smell lasts far longer than each blessing. I know that it's exhausting. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. Will you tell me each time that I say that I am sorry that you are happy to do it because the others did initially? And then I got too much. I told them I would never get better. They said they understood. I thought that they understood. But time wore on, and I did never get better. What they promised they would do for me drifted by the wayside as they drifted from me. They are forever sail, and I'm forever tethered to this beach. So please, do not love me in the dark, under the covers, and only under the cover of night, with sex and passion and lust-fueled rights. Love me in the daytime, love me in the light. Love me loudly and proudly. Love me not only despite. Love me fully and know me wholly. And though I will never, ever get better, please just tell me that that's all right. Thank you so much.
How can we give it up for Jack Hanks? Cool. Everyone was like, yeah, we're done with Jack. You got the bit of paper. Read out the fucking names. I shall read out the names. Again, I'm a broken record, but I feel I must say it because it's such a horrible thing, the slam, with when it is so good. Only 3 poets can go through. I am sure that was a flip a coin, roll a dice sort of situation in the points. But only 3 can. So, those 3 poets, in the order they shall be reading in, and yes, a cheer after each one. So, yeah, let's do a little drum roll. Your first poet in the final round will be Emily Grace Bray! Followed by Tabby! Followed by Tracy S. Rosenberg! Those are your 3 poets in the final round. Can we get one big round of applause for all of your second round poets? That is a nightmare task. So like we were saying, just like India did, you can come up, you can give Jack your 3 words. If you want to say them in the mic so we can hear, that's also lovely. If you want to whisper them to Jack weirdly, do that. But I have put a lot of stigma on it, so, kind of up to you. This is not me being weird to kill time so that those 3 poets can calm down and collect themselves. That'd be insane. No, we are going to jump right into it, guys. Final round. Are you ready? Yeah. It's the final round of the final heat. Are you fucking ready? Then please help me welcome to the stage, Emily Grace Bray. She whispered it. She did the thing.
I'm doing the thing. I'm sorry.
I can't hear.
Everyone just let's have a poignant moment. Everyone just go.
I did the weird thing, I'm sorry. Let's do autumnal psychedelic. Ooh. And yep. And what else can we do? Nostalgic? Metro Man and his graffiti. Cart a tired violin in and out of people's podcasts on the off-peak commuter mounds train westbound. Playing second violin to an aged CD on a second-hand fiddle on a second-class train. Metro Man's song was the second waltz and he is the second man. Metro Man's song is the second waltz and he is the second man. When Barcelona rains in the middle of the day, it is London in 1901. 1901, but with shiny violin cases. London, but with orange t-shirts and piped Shostakovich. But Metroman's fiddle feels no jealous pain because the metric system might make things sound a bit faster, but Metroman's poor in London, so he's poor in Barcelona's rain. And maybe you read this as a pity poem, but I pity those of you who weren't there with him. Metroman is a musician. Dun dun da 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 dun dun da da. I step aboard a Shostakovich manuscript. You know, dun dun da dun da da. Daughter in orange t-shirt, lady sit there on the stave. I see a train in the rain, it's in much the same vein as a violin bow. It's got somewhere to go, not much time to do so. Moving forwards with ease, objects fall to and fro, holding onto my sneeze until the semi-breathing, now we weave. The light it dims, semi-briefly locking limbs and eyes. There's no choice but to ride, but orange is now fire, and the rain is an empire of gothically whimsical neoclassical percussion. My wrist droops, my violin shivers. The man upstairs has convinced himself that Martians come from Jupiter and that motion sickness and sleep are one of the same. I'm flirting with believing him. Where others would lift their limbs, my feet know to save their puff. But I am not tired of Shostakovich. No. I am tired of everything but this. Thank you.
We have our second finalist coming to the stage. Please grab something wild for Tammy! Keep that applause going as I fix the mic.
Right, let's just make sure that this is good. Okay, there we go. So this is a sexy dream haze obsession. This kiss is first an igniting instinct. This kiss is distinct. This night isn't brimming with gin. This twilight is silky. This blink. Filling this dimly lit idyll with light binding ministry. This kiss is printing spindly glyphs in skin whilst mining lightning. This thistling clinch is stirring. Whipping winds whilst birds fly with flint striking wings, igniting inky midnight. This kiss isn't my living. Isn't gigging in grind mixing flirt mills, isn't wintry silt mingling with guilt gripping grit. This living's gimmick? Biting lips, lifting shirts, fists gripping hips, hitting this, lying nightly, billing tricks, it's insipid. This kiss fits. This kiss is swimming in mist, inviting lips glint with drips rising whilst it sinks, tying, stitching is shifting in. This twitch, lilting in rhythmic drifts, this pirate bristling richly lifts in, smithing spirits with willing stiffs. This kiss is rich. This kiss is swish, this sick, chic fix. This kiss is kitsch. This kiss, this tryst, it's fizzling, dimming, dying.
Give it up for Tammy! Dropping a fucking casual univocal. It's the final round of a slam, people. Can we please welcome our final slammer? It's been a long 10 heats. Let's try that again. Can we please welcome our final slammer, Tracy S. Rosenberg!
Multiverse, heartbreak, Ukraine. February, rewritten. In every version of February, he grumbles about Valentine's Day. He hates gifts and being reminded he's worthy of love. No matter which February we are in, I will choose the perfect Valentine. Nothing gushy, no great presentation, just showing him how I feel. In a different kind of February, my phone will chime like clock tower bells, striking the half hour and the three-quarter promise. He will text me so often his joy will announce itself. The way the tannoy at the station lists our desired destinations, then repeats them, so we are all sure where to go. Another type of February will glide past, like the express train, which never questions why it does not stop. Here's the corner table at the cafe. Macchiato with oat milk, hot chocolate with cream. Here's a stroll down a busy street, a pair holding hands amid the raucous weekend crowds. February is never perfect. There are always empty afternoons where gray gives way to yellow, gives way to white. But perhaps I will find a better February version of myself, not quick to anger, not constantly stung, helping him cradle his loss while navigating the hot spikes in his mind. In the best possible February, we will never meet. One early morning towards the end of the month, dizzy with nightmares of bombardments and the crashing of the world, he will rub his eyes and check the time and find that the rattle of his windows in their frames is due to a winter storm, which will soon pass. His country is not under attack. His neighbors are not killed in the streets as they search for food. Water pours from his taps. His phone always has a signal. His Facebook is not a graveyard of his fallen friends. I like to imagine him in that February, feeding fish to his cat, banging out a rap beat on his steering wheel as he drives between work and the gym, texting a woman he likes, meet me at the cafe. He might not choose oat milk. He might hold her hand. He might finally believe he's worthy of love. My February will not be quite so cold as his, but I will wear a winter coat as I walk beside the water. I will be trying to grasp why February feels like I am taking the wrong train. I will be thinking, but I need to choose a Valentine.
And Jack fucking Hicks. I wasn't very fucking loquacious at the start of this. I have nothing to say now. That was insane. Wow, what a final round. That was amazing. Whoever wins in the end, I have no doubt that Inverness is going to be well fucking represented at the Grand Slam final. That is going to be glorious. If you find yourself in Edinburgh on the 9th of August, please do come along. Cheer on your Inverness champion. If you want to check out the other heats, they're all available on the YouTube. You can see what the competition looks like. Some of them we're still getting out, but they will all be out before the Grand Slam final. So you'll be able to check out all the heats, see who's going to be there. Cheer on your fucking poet. We want tribal. Poets are not good at that. Poets are like, we hope everyone has fun. I'm like, no, cheer for your city. Yeah, it's never goes that way. But yes, it's going to be a lovely time at the Book Fest. If you are there, come along. If not, check it out on the YouTube. On the YouTube, there's a bunch of stuff. Not YouTube. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff on YouTube in general, but we have our own YouTube that also contains quite a lot of stuff. We have hundreds of videos from all of our showcases, from shows that we've been doing for years and years and years. We have workshops up there. We have podcasts up there. We have a whole manner of wonderful stuff. If you're interested in checking that out, please do. We also have an online writing club. We have the writing club. It's been really beautiful. The last couple of years, we have built this online community that is a bunch of poets from all over Scotland, some further afield as well. We have once a month, we have a writing workshop led by the fabulous Dr. Katie Ailes. And we also have like a monthly feedback session where a couple of poets can like share their stuff and get feedback from the group. And we have like a Discord where we throw up like, you know, just kind of what's going on in the scene and different opportunities. And this is a really nice community. And it helps support us and the work we're doing. So if you're interested in that, come and have a chat to us. Apparently, there's a fucking mailing list you can sign up to. So do that. We have our own Fringe show. We're going to be doing 4 dates. Normally, so for a long, long time, we've been doing Fringe. We had our first Fringe run in 2014. But recently, a lot of our Fringe has been doing Best of Fringe, showcasing other poets who have shows up at the Fringe. We do a lot of showcasing poets. We do these slams. We do our showcases. We have a twice monthly open mic in Edinburgh. We thought maybe this year we would do a show ourselves. We haven't done one since 2017, so it is going to be myself, Mark Galley, Katie Ailes, and the wonderful Jack Hinks. We are going to have a different guest each night. We're only doing 4 nights, so if you are in Edinburgh and want to come and be like, well, you fucking do a poem, this is your chance. You can all get a clipboard and silently judge us. I don't mind, as long as you buy a fucking ticket, you do what you please. So yes, please do come and check that out. I do just want to say a huge, huge thank you to the Bike Shed for having us. I think we have been here like almost half a dozen times now. We love the Bike Shed. It is such a beautiful space to come up and share poems. They always treat us really well. They have their own wonderful community as well. So please continue to come along to the Bike Shed and support them when we're not here. I'm sure you do, but I'm not here, so I can't see that. So do it. But yes, that'd be very nice. We also should thank Creative Scotland, without whom we absolutely would not be able to do these slam series. They are integral to the work we do. We were very, very lucky to receive multi-year funding. We are going to be around for a few more years to come, at least, because of that. And we are incredibly grateful. It is very difficult to secure funding at the minute. I absolutely feel the pain of artists we didn't for a very long time. We're very happy to have it and to have them support these shows. So thank you to them for that. Oh, good. I don't need to kill more time. She's got a bit of paper. Thank fuck, yeah. Who else? I was like, who else do I thank? Just starting to... my dad, he's cool. Thank you very much.
It was very close. Everyone's amazing. I hate judging.
I think he's got that, right? Yes. Obviously, very tough. I've said it a bunch. You all know it. You were here. You saw the same poems I did. Let's get to it. India. Would you like to come up and join me on the stage to hand over the belt? Yes. India's been an amazing Sacrificial. Can you give it up for India? It's so heavy. You're Inverness Slam champion, heading to the Grand Slam final. Please give it up for Tracy S. Rosenberg! Tracy Rosenberg, everybody! Yes, Tracy. Just hold that belt up, Tracy. Tracy Rosenberg, everybody! You can take it with you. Take it with you. And India, give it up for your sacrificial lady. Amazing. That belt is bigger than Tracy. Incredible. It's not like we designed it for a huge person. No. Yes, amazing. Tracy is going to be representing Inverness with 9 other spectacular poets at the Book Fest. That is the Heat's over. We could not have ended it with a better Heat here in Inverness. Thank you so much for coming along, guys. Can you get one huge round of applause for all of your judges? What a fucking job. Gill Shaw, Katie Ailes, and the beautiful India de Bono. I was looking for her, she's disappeared. India de Bono. Can we give it up for Jack Higgs, our beautiful musician? For Mark Galley on the cameras. I see you, Mark. I see you. For your Sacrificial Poet, India de Bono! For all of your slammers! And one last time, let's hear it for the fucking champ, Tracy! This has been the Loud Poets Inverness Slam. I've been Kevin Mclean. You guys have been fucking awesome. We'll see you again next time. Good evening? Yeah. Enjoy the sun. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please help us share it with more people by clicking the like button down below. If you want to see more videos like it, well, there should be one on your screen right now. Click that and you can head right there. Or you can subscribe to the channel. Make sure to ring the bell icon for notifications and you will never miss another video we put out. If that's not enough for you, well, good news. We have over 50 full-length Loud Poet shows that you can get access to, either by joining us over on the Patreon page or by becoming a member right here on YouTube. All you need to do is click the join button down below. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next time.